Hello and welcome back to episode 5 of Ftrain Live. And yeah, it's another wonderful day on God's green earth. And we're thriving. We are doing good. We're figuring out the right podcast setup. Got like these wireless ones on the way, so that'll be an improvement. Um, but yeah, like things just have been going according to plan, and I think I've really appreciated that, like feeling of okay, like uh, this is the plan, and I'm kind of following it, and I'm doing a good thing with that plan. Um, and yeah, like I'm going to drop off my dog at the groomer later, so she's gonna get a haircut, and I'm sure it'll look really cool. I'm excited for that. Um, yeah, I mean, not too much else planned for the rest of the day. I'll probably go to the gym later, so that'll be interesting. Probably do like some chest, some workouts, some back workouts, all that good stuff. So yeah, looking forward to that. And yeah, not a whole lot else planned for the rest of the day. I'll probably do some more streaming. I got some uh, PS5 like ports, USB ports coming too, so I'll be able to like charge my controller and like get the camera rolling and the microphone going all at the same time. So that'll be cool. But yeah, uh, feeling feeling very hopeful for the future. I think, and that's a feeling that I didn't have for a long time. It was like, oh wow, like genuinely hopeful for the future. Um, that was a rarity in my life for a while. But now it's like it's actually here, and I'm like, oh, I'm hopeful. I'm able to like get things done during the day and set a goal and actually reach it. Remember before, like I would set goals. I could get to the set goal phase, but they never can never really do them. I just would ignore them and instead just do the easy thing and never do the hard thing. It was just not a part of my reality. Was doing the hard thing, and I was always ignoring like the effect that had on um, other people even, and like it was hard to grasp like doing things for other people, like, and like I had this problem where like I would be like I could talk, and then somebody could say something back to me, and like I would just be like no, like I wouldn't even want to hear them out. And now I'm just like so much more patient. Like I'm like, oh, like okay, yeah, that makes sense. And a lot of times, like I'm so blessed with so many smart people in my life, and they all just know intuitively like what's right for me, and I'm just so grateful for that. And this podcast has been really great. I've just been felt really inspired by sitting down and talking to you guys, and like I said, like oh, like actually getting some views. It's amazing. Like wow, like I'm actually reaching an audience, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys. Like the audience is really important to me. Um, but yeah, I mean, not too a whole lot planned for today. I still have to hit 2 meetings, but that's gonna happen for sure. Um, I am committed to that because I made promises to my healthcare providers that I would do that. So I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna do that for sure. I'm gonna hit those 2 meetings, and it's gonna happen. And yeah, um, I'm not gonna like beat myself up to accomplish it. If that makes sense, like I'm not gonna be mean to myself in order to do it. I'm going to be positive about it, and then accomplish the goals in the right way. So yeah, it's pretty been a pretty good day so far. Kind of slept in this morning. I don't know. I kind of have this schedule where like I'll like sleep in, kind of wake up early, sleep in, wake up early, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's just kind of how I like to operate. And but yeah, I mean, I've been getting like pretty consistent amount of sleep, and so that's been really helpful to kind of like my growth as a human being, and so that's good. Um, but yeah, I mean, life has been pretty good to me lately, and so I'm really happy about that, and I really just hope and pray for the best for everyone, and that everyone can accomplish their what they feel is like the best version of their life. And um, yeah, it just is. That's what I realize is like it's not about changing the world; it's about changing yourself, and letting the world change along with you, kind of thing. Um, like you can't like force your view of the world to everything and everyone, because it doesn't really work like that. Excuse me. It's more like you're like, okay, you make the change for yourself, and then you kind of let that change inspire the world, inspire other people. See, I told you guys this would be a good episode. I think this is already shaping out to be a good episode. Um, but yeah, so got a lot of good stuff, just you know, in the works. Um, I'm really hoping that all my friends are, doing good in their lives, and I think they are. I keep up with them on social media and whatnot, and they seem like they're enjoying life, and so I'm really happy about that, and just really content with where I'm at, and want them to also, be happy with where they're at. So, um, yeah, I mean, I think I had to realize too that like life isn't about like, oh, I have nothing to do today, so I want to keep it like that and do nothing. No, I mean, so like if you have nothing to do today, then put get some stuff to do. Like, don't just kind of squander a whole day just because you don't have any specific plans. Like, um, find some activities to do during every day. Like, because every day is literally a gift from God to um, become a better version of yourself. So I think that's an important lesson to remember. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, things things have been really good, just like in general. Um, and I've just been really happy with how life has kind of developed, and kind of been meaning to uh, work on getting like a job, and the job thing. Excuse me. The job thing has been not difficult, but I kind of have some like a little bit of anxiety when it comes to getting like a real kind of big boy job. Um, but I'm working on that, and I think I'm gonna find something pretty soon. I'm sure that'll be a good fit for me. Um, and it doesn't have to be like 100% perfect fit, but I want it to be at least a decent fit. Something that is okay. But it doesn't have to be 100%. Like, I feel like a lot of times I'm always searching for like the 100% right moment or 100% right thing, and fortunately that doesn't usually come. It's usually it's more gradual, I guess you could say. And yeah, we're dropping off my dog later at the groomer, so that'll be a good time. And um, yeah, so I'll be doing that, dropping off my dog, and then yeah, the rest of the day I'll work out. I'll go to the gym. Either work out, go to the gym, or just like kind of go for like a long walk and kind of reflect. Kind of feeling that more today. I don't know, like um, if I really want to, I'll make it to the gym. But it's I don't know. I guess I'm just not really feeling the gym today. Um, but yeah, I mean, just really happy. Just just really happy with what's been going on lately and how life has been going, and I'm really grateful for all the opportunities, and I'm really happy with just like how life is going. I know I keep repeating that, but it's just it bears repeating because it's just like it needs to continue, and it's up to me to continue it. So yeah, I mean, not a whole lot else to report. What I realized is like, okay, like I know, like we kind of touched on it on the last episode. Like, excuse me, I know the right thing. I know what the right thing is and the right way to behave now. And because of that, it's a lot of power, a lot of responsibility comes with it. So it's choosing to engage in the right behavior all the time that um, is what needs to happen. Is how I'm gonna live a successful and fruitful life at the end of the day. So, um, yeah, only at the 12-minute mark. I'm burning through a lot of good ideas, but yeah, I mean, man, I really, it's just awesome seeing the views like climb past 100, and I'm like, wow, like 100 people have seen my videos, like that's amazing. Um, and like it took a while to get this dream kind of going. Like I would always like make excuse after excuse, like, oh, I'll get it happening later. Tomorrow I'll order the stuff for the video recording, and then tomorrow would come and I'd be like, oh, the next day, or I'll forget about it, like because I was so messed up. And now that I'm kind of just clean and clear minded, it's like okay, like I can get after it a little better, a little easier. Um, so yeah, I mean, things are like tentatively good. Like it's like not like super solidified yet, but I'm just really working through my program, my idea of what life could be, and yeah, I mean, it's like I said, we gotta drop off my dog later, so kind of keep an eye on the time to make sure I leave 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 at the right time to get there on time, so I'm not late. You know, don't want to be late to the dog groomer, and they'll not be too happy with you. But it's a really awesome dog groomer. They really do an awesome job every time. Could not highly recommend them enough. Um, so yeah, um, just really happy. Just really happy for all of you guys out there who like watching, and um, yeah, it's it's tough at times to kind of like get that ball rolling, but I feel like once I kind of get the ball rolling, that a lot of the other pieces just kind of fall into place, and I'm able to just kind of keep on going. Um, but yeah, I think that's where I struggle is where like getting that ball rolling initially. Like you're in bed, I'm like in bed, I'm like, oh, this is great, like I'm just tired, and then it's like getting out of bed, that first, like, just getting out of bed, like, that's where I kind of struggle. But, like, once I kind of do that, like, I feel like a lot of the other stuff, like, I can just kind of do, and it's not so bad. But yeah, I mean, I've found that, like, sitting and talking just on the podcast, like, it's like, wow, like, it's surprisingly challenging. It's like, okay, there's a lot of parts, a lot of different things that could not go wrong, but, you know, like a lot of things to think about, like, and a lot of ways to different ways to avenues to talk about different things. So yeah, I mean, I'm just really grateful for all of you guys watching, and I totally need your continued support to keep doing this, because it's what motivates me to, like, keep going. Like, knowing, like, oh, I'll have some viewers. Knowing that, I'm like, okay, I can sit and record and talk, and because it's hard to, I find it hard to, like, I've said, but, like, it's, like, kind of hard to, like, open up and talk about kind of some of the issues that you're facing. And I mean, luckily, thank God, I don't have many issues, like, because I've just been so lucky and blessed. But, like, I've also told you guys, like, I've kind of squandered some of those lucky blessings, and, you know, now I'm actually, like when the lucky blessings come my way, I'm like more receptive to, like, using them. Like, I'm actually, like, able to use them in a positive way, instead of just letting them go and losing him. So yeah, what else do we want to talk about? Oh yeah, remember, guys, our 5 things. It's family, friends, working out, taking care of yourself, and taking care of others. Those 5 things are what is going to keep us all on the right path, keep us all on the path of sanity and path of growth. And it's not, there's a good quote, and I think we talked about it in the last episode, but it's like, it's not about waiting for the storm to end. It's learning to dance in the rain. And yeah, I mean, that quote just really speaks volumes to me, because it's like, yeah, I mean, what if the storm never ends? Like, then you live your whole life without ever dancing. And yeah, that's pretty deep. Yeah, I mean, there I go with those filler words again. Oh yeah. No, so, like, okay, I'm really just happy for everyone, like, happy for my friends, you know, happy for myself, because I'm on a lot better, more just, like, even keeled path. Because, like, a lot of time, not a lot of time, but sometimes, like, I would catch myself kind of entering that, like, kind of just, like, oh, like, heightened, like, kind of hypersensitivity to things. And what I realize is, like, yeah, that hyper kind of activity sensitive place is fun, but it's just childish, you know. It's not really adult, and it's being an adult. It's becoming an adult, and I am an adult, you know. So I should start acting like it, you know. I can't keep my head in the clouds as being a kid. You know, it's time to grow up, and it was hard for me to come to that conclusion, for sure. But I think I'm finally kind of coming to it, and kind of doing the adult things more and more lately. So yeah, that's good. And I, you know, like, I wanted those teenage years to just keep going on forever, and it's just not the reality of life. It's you gotta grow up. You gotta learn to take care of yourself and take care of other people. And it's taking care of yourself. It's learning to take care of yourself first, because if you can't take care of yourself, then you can't really take care of other people. But yeah, I mean, I'm just super happy for everyone. I'm super happy for all you guys that you guys like watching my videos, is because it's just like, wow, like I'm reaching an audience that um, actually cares, and not that people in my life don't care, they do, but it's like kind of like a separate thing almost. It's like, wow, like this whole other audience that I don't even know who they are really, like, but like they like watching, and they're like, oh, Matt's uploading a podcast today. That's really cool. So yeah, um, I'm like, I don't even know what to talk about, but yeah, we're just gonna roll with it. Life got so many blessings. It's really amazing to see and to feel. I've got working on getting 100% sober. Excuse me, and we're getting there. It's happening. Um, yeah, we have like uh, we have like 80 days of sobriety. So that's awesome, and I'm really happy with that, and how I feel. I'm feeling just a lot more clear minded, because like for a while, like my mind was just totally, like, the brain fog was real, and that brain fog is kind of, dissipating, and I'm just really happy about that, and I'm really just happy about working towards my goals, like I've said, and um, yeah, like it's it was a learning process. There was a pretty big curve that I had to overcome in order to, like, kind of realize that, like, I was my own worst enemy. Like I was literally like sabotaging myself, like, all the time, and now I'm not sabotaging myself, and I'm actually letting myself um, do the right thing, and it just feels really amazing that I'm actually able to do the right thing, and I'm a lot more cognizant and able to recognize now, like, and no offense to anyone out there, but like when somebody's trying to, like, kind of get under my skin or manipulate me, I'm like, nope, I'm not gonna let you do that. I know what's right for me and what's not right, and because for a while I would just let other people just walk all over me and treat me like dirt, and that's just not a part of the plan anymore. I'm not. That's not happening. Not happening for Matty Westside. Matty Westside is his own man, and he knows right from wrong, and he will do right he'll choose right every single time, and he didn't always do that, and but now he is, and so you got to get used to that. You got to get used to the new Matty Westside, and um, yeah, I mean, I'll just leave that there. That's that. We're taking the good old Havanese pup to her grooming appointment later. We are either walking or going to the gym later, and we got to go to 2 meetings this weekend. That's kind of the agenda. We're gonna fit some streaming in there. Don't worry, guys. Ftrain Plays is still alive and well. But yeah, and we also have the wireless microphone coming, and the 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 PS5 ports, so we can charge controller and use the camera and the microphone all at the same time, all that good stuff. So yeah, a lot of good stuff coming. We have a lot of good stuff and a lot of good stuff coming. So it's just, you know, really really grateful for just all the opportunities and blessings that I've ran into recently, and got to thank God, because he's the one who, like, really just allowed this to happen and finally let me get out of my own way and into a positive mindset. And because before I was just in the totally negative, the upside down world, like the to show Stranger Things. Like I was in the upside down world for like I don't know how long, 7 years, and now I'm like out of the upside down world, and I'm like in the real world, and it's like I think that's why I've kind of had like some slip ups, because not like drug slip ups, but like like behavioral slip ups, like because I'm like the real world's so scary, like I want to go back to the upside down, and but like now I'm like okay, I can recognize when, not when, but like if I'm feeling like going back to the upside down world, I'm like able to be like, no, real world for me. And I just really like living in this real world because it just feels right, and it's the right thing. And yeah, I mean, I don't even know. I'm like going in a million different places this episode, but it feels good. This feels like a good episode. Um, Excuse me. There's a really awesome painting that or picture painting, I don't know, that my sister Rachel did over there, and she's a really amazing artist, and so is my youngest sister. She's a really amazing artist too, and she loves to paint and draw, and she just makes the most amazing art, and I'm really I